Alright, howdy boyos. Welcome back to more Wargame Red Dragon. Before we jump into the thick of it, I just wanted to have a quick sort of PSA, or maybe just like a talk to you directly as a viewer. In one of the previous videos, a comment was pretty much like, hey, it seems like you're not having much fun playing Wargame, but we really like it when you play Wargame, so please keep it up. You know, between brackets, we also can't wait for Ash and Shadows. And this comment got quite a few likes, and I felt really bad reading that comment because it implies that some people think I'm not having fun playing Wargame. And I feel like, as a gamer, as much as I hate using the term unironically, as a gamer, I really like go through phases. And I feel like a lot of other people have this with, you know, their hobbies. I go through phases when I play games. And there are phases where I just want to play Wargame and I make like 2 or 3 videos a day. And there's sometimes where I do it maybe once a week. And this can be like on a week by week basis. Like one week I'll feel really Wargamey, one week I'm not. Sometimes it's like a month of where I'm just feeling really Wargamey. And this could be any game like Men of War or back when I was a kid or younger like Call of Duty. I'm really sorry if people feel like I'm not having fun playing the game. My intention is obviously to make a video, make it fun and interesting for you to watch, and if I wasn't having fun playing a game, I probably wouldn't be uploading it. Trust me, I'm not going to sit here and push myself through something just because I think it'll be a good video that people will watch a lot. I want to make content I think is fun to watch and entertaining and engaging, and that's why I've been trying to comment, you know, more on people's comments and put some comments in the video to make sure that you guys understand that, like, you know, I'm not just someone like on the TV who just has this one sort of one-dimensional or one-direction entertainment. You know, like when you watch The Tonight Show on the TV, you can't interact. And obviously YouTube and Twitch and, you know, all those streaming things are different. So I'm hoping that it's not an issue, and if I do seem down or sad, I'm very sorry. Just keep in mind that in the end, I am not doing this for anyone but for myself. I really like making these videos. I'm really having fun, and I'm really happy that there's hundreds, if not thousands, of people that like to watch these videos and, you know, spend their time with them. But in the end, you have to realize it's still, you know, there's COVID going on, and I feel like I need to apologize almost for if a video is a little bit more on the downside of things. That's never my intention. I don't mean to release videos where I seem sad or depressed. So if you feel like that's the case, my sincerest apologies, and I'll try to be better. I can't remember that one of the Wargame videos where people commented this on and upvoted this comment was necessarily super depressing or bad or awkward. But hey, look, you guys are, you know, here to give me feedback, and I'm here to respond to that feedback, because unlike the TV, I feel like I want to take your feedback and put it towards a better product, to just name it a product, even though I hate that word. With that being said, my apologies for the little bit of like 2015, 2016 rambling Shermanator. We'll just go and play some Wargame. In the last video, we made the mistake of accidentally calling our fleet back to Naval Sector Echo. Now, that's not a huge issue because it allows us to refit them, which is kind of good because they really needed it. Because we got pooped on. We got pooped on pretty bad, pretty bad in that last episode, navally anyway. So I'm hoping we can refit these, get the Meuse supply group back to Echo. And then we'll call these quadruple Congo boyos in, and then we'll hopefully be able to destroy Naval Sector Delta, and then push from Naval Sector Delta into Bravo, eliminate the Chinese fleet in the Yellow Sea. We'll land on Qingdao, then we'll push north, and then we'll just start destroying the North Koreans from that side. Same side over here. I want to push these ships all in unison north, deal with the Soviet fleets, and then do the naval landing in Tanshan. And I'm thinking that what we'll do when we have points, we'll call in all the Japanese aircraft units, all the paratroopers, and then we'll even do some behind-the-line landings, which could be interesting, and have a little bit more action going on. I don't know if I want to fly all the way to these to Chongying, because I think this will become an objective as we end the turn. Exactly. So the North Koreans are retreating. They are a little scared. They realize that their initiative has fallen. It's no longer there. And they now are going to retreat and try to hold their own line, with the Soviets operating out of Chongqing and the Chinese operating out of their base here on Qingdao. And it's going to be our job to at least capture Pyongyang, but also these two. And I remember way back in the day when I first started playing Wargame, and I got to this campaign after doing all the other campaigns. This campaign was so scary to me, and I know a lot of people probably say that this game looks scary or intimidating, and when you look at the game like this, it is scary, it is intimidating. We are in turn 6. That means I have 16 turns to take Chongqing, Pyongyang, and Qingdao. Now this one will be easy, trust me, I say that, it will be easy. Taking Pyongyang looks very intimidating. You got to push through like a bunch of units. Well, there's actually not that many right now. And then to go all the way to Chongqing is going to take multiple days, multiple turns. You know that the Chinese and Soviets are going to spawn units and attack. Trust me, I'll try and show you that this is not as scary as you might think. So first, let's pull the Meuse back, the supply group. Let's refit all of these boys, get them all nice and redone. We'll get the Congo flotilla to move to Foxtrot. They're going to move north after this. And then the Bella Wood and actually Enterprise can R&R. The Bella Wood can't. We'll refit these flotillas. They aren't going to be able to move this turn, but we'll move them next turn. Can any of these guys R&R? I don't think so. And then what we should do, I think, is we should move all of these back. Okay, I should have moved them. It doesn't really matter. I could have moved them to Seoul next turn or to Daejeon. I'll move these to Shanshan. And then I guess these guys, everyone needs to be replenished here. As you can see, we just need to refit. Because I want to start the attack into North Korea eventually as healthy as possible. And the only way you can refit is if you are an airport or a naval port icon, and then you can just click the refit button. It's going to cost some points, and that's totally fine. I did lose quite a few members of some units. As you can see, 6 points to refit this entirely, but we got 40 units back. Refit this to make it another healthy unit again. Some of them are going to be worth it, like, for example, the attack helicopter squadron, because we get some good helicopters back. Some of them a little less worth using the points on, like, for example, these Jiaogong Hos. I think I lost 2, and it cost me like 2 or 3 to repair it. But I like having them all as healthy as possible, and this way you know for a fact that it's not going to be a huge issue when you push north. Now we'll do the same with the Air Defense Company and the 1st Armor Regiment. We're kind of low on points, so what I'm thinking is next turn we might grab the Lightning Brigade 3rd Armor Battalion, because we get a couple of the K1As, which are basically like super K1s, and the K1s already did an amazing job, so having the super K1, which I lovingly call it, will be awesome. But they are 50 points, and you only get a couple of them, but you do get more K1s as well, so it's kind of like a worthy trade-off. I think you're paying mostly, though, for the K1s. This one, not really worth it at all. You're paying for a bunch of garbage infantry and worse transports. If these Yibigun all came in Cav V25s, I would probably consider it. But yeah, it says here that they are surrounded by special units. I think the special units are referred to the recoilless rifles and the red eyes, and the red eyes are garbage. It's just, look at it. Ugh. Ugh. A couple of mortars. This is not worth 30 points. The Air Defense Company is kind of meh. I mean, I could get it, but we're not going to get more artillery. We're really going to focus on these Japanese paratroopers, getting some of the French units out, getting some of the British units out, though they will be used more to engage Qingdao first. We'll use the Marine Expeditionary Brigade to land in Tanshan later, and then we'll use the Division d'Aguette. I believe they can spawn either. Let's take a look. Can they spawn? Okay, they cannot spawn on the water, but they can spawn in Seoul. I thought that these guys could... See, I thought that these guys would come in on a boat, so we could spawn them. I guess maybe we could still try. We won't do it right now, but we could try, because if I can get them back to become ships or landing craft, I could fly them in or land them on Sanshan when we eventually do a naval landing there as well. I know I've been talking a lot. My apologies. We'll get into it right now. Honestly, I don't really have a lot to do. So I'm thinking any units that we do have that we can just push forward, we will push them up, sort of split these up a little bit. There's not many of them that I can move, however, because a lot of them were, well, a lot of them were healed, and when they heal, they lose their initiative points. So the planes can just stay here. I eventually do plan to, like I said, amass a large airborne invasion, fleet or force, land them somewhere, and do some behind enemy lines kind of stuff. But for now, we don't really have anything to do, so we're going to end the turn. And I'm expecting one of these fleets to do a stupid thing. Oh. Okay, I'll be honest, I expected a lot. I expected kind of both of these fleets to come into Echo, but this works for me. A little annoying that I got this fleet, and I feel like they're a little overpowered for this side. But we'll move them around anyway. Escort flotillas, you go north. Bella Wood, Enterprise, you can all go north. We'll start the advance. The sooner I clear these waters, the better. There's no point gain, unlike, for example, these two sectors. Like, these gives you 15 points in total. But there's no point gain to be gotten, but I just feel more secure when that is open. We also have a lot of points available to us. But I'm thinking that, first of all, we have a battle to do here, or two battles. Technically, well, actually, we can only do this battle. This one will be relatively easy. I say that. They still have 11 Ludas, which were kind of hard to kill last time. But we do have the Super Hornets, and these Ludas have medium Sea Whiz. It's the Moskets that I'm very, very afraid of with those turrets. I guess we'll jump into this battle, and we'll also get some of those Japanese airborne units to come onto the battlefield soon. I really want to destroy one of the Soviet fleets, get the American task force in range of the coast, spawn their reinforcements, and then that turn throw both the Japanese and the Americans on a beach. So we have like a combined beach and air landing, sort of a actual June 6th, but, you know, 1990 something instead of like 1994. 1944, sorry. I want to get that little combined arms going. Anyway, we'll set up our fleet and then we'll be right back. Okie-do! So, I got 3 Type 21 frigates. Actually, we could delete this one because we have all the Lafayettes here. We got a bunch of Champ Sarais over here to cover the Lafayettes in the mid. And then I guess what we're going to be saving up some points because I would love to get some of these Super Hornets to come out and save the day. Because I think that the Ludas may be relatively spammy right here off the bat. Because they can only come from this naval sector while we have all the other ones secured. There's only one way to find out, by actually playing. And we do get 19 points. It's 2, 4, 6, 8. So we're getting 12 points plus a base bonus of 7. So we're going to be calling in the big boy guns. Now, granted, they just attacked my fleet with this. I think they lost 1 or 2 Ludas, so this is like a little bit of a damaged fleet that they're attacking me with. But they're attacking my home waters, my home reinforcement point. I have high initiative. I have 2 fleets, the Meuse supply group, and I have these Hornets. And as you can see, our points are just coming in like crazy. It is honestly nuts. I thought I was be getting some decent point gain here. Didn't think it would be this nuts. Honestly, this is kind of ridiculous. So we're going to turn these boats around because I just feel a little safer. I don't think it really matters. Like, the Sea Whiz will get stuff from whatever, I guess, regardless of where it comes from. But just be safe. You know, never be safe enough. I do like turning these ships around on the dime like that. All right, when they are all stopped moving, we'll turn this Lafayette around so we don't lose our points again. There we go. And guess what? We just made enough points to get another Hornet. I think between 3 Hornets and the medium Sea Whizness, that's not a word, the medium Sea Whiz quality of one of these Ludas, we could probably do a bunch of damage. And the main thing that we have to keep in mind, though, is we need spots. So we're going to get some of these Lynxes, I think. We'll probably put one on the island on the left, and we'll put one here on this corner on Foxtrot, just to keep eyes on things. But with the point gain like it is, it's kind of a joke because we are going to be so rich. I should have gotten Panthers because they have better optics for the sea, but that's fine. Let's take a look. This is the Luda. Let's just engage this with 3 planes. Now, normally, I would spend the time to have them come in a line formation and not like this. But this Luda will not be able to kill all of those missiles. And we do some decent damage there, honestly. That's really not bad. Straight off the bat, do some pretty decent damage. We're gonna have to kind of make sure our Type 21 here doesn't die. I would love to do this battle without having to sacrifice anything or anyone. Mostly because that way I don't have to worry about resupplying these fleets again, considering I had to do so already. And a lot of good sailors did lose their lives at sea in these battles, which in that previous fucking battle, it was just nuts. Honestly, that was ridiculous. I'm still really annoyed with how bad I played that one. I feel like normally I don't play that bad in naval battles. I just got overrun. They just really did what they had to do, and oh, Champs are right. Nice. They saved each other. They're kind of wasting their missiles. I don't think they have a lot. They only have 6 in total, so this must be pretty much all of them. Knock them out, knock them out. Ooh, that's a little close, but that's fine. We'll get one of these LCUs to come over here. They missed their rounds. They're starting to engage us now, so we could pull these Champs back just a little. I don't know what the range is on our guns. Okay, theirs are a little longer, but that's okay. Is he engaging? Oh, crap. Okay, we need to engage this Luda with at least 2 Hornets, I think. Knock him out. And then we'll get these Lafayettes to push forward while we keep this Champs back, because they are going to be garbage without just to use them in an aggressive way. We'll use the Hornet, missiles away. It's, if anything, I don't think that I'll actually hit a missile because there is a lot of Sea Whiz, but at least it's a distraction. Our Lafayettes will be, I think, pretty good the second they get on in a line formation over here. And they don't have to worry about their missiles because, well, they're out of them. It's the muskets that I just realized I should probably be afraid of, and they're coming in pretty hard, so we might have to retreat closer to my Champs Arise, because those muskets could... Oh, we just knocked out one of their Ludas. That's perfect, actually. These guys are pretty damaged already. I think it's because my Lafayettes are higher veterancy, so they're obviously more accurate. Their stabilizer is the same as the accuracy on the move. Their accuracy is actually really bad at 15 versus my 40. It's the muskets right now that I am a little bit afraid of. So I want to keep them sort of together here. That's okay. So good thing and bad thing. Good thing is they aimed the muskets at my Champs Arise. Oh, and they just got totally annihilated. Oh, here's another volley of like 8 missiles. 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4 down, 5 down, 6 down, 7 down, 8 down. Oh, we did it. I think we might have survived. I think we may have just survived that entire onslaught of holy crapness. We lost the LCU. That's a little annoying because I didn't want to lose any ships, but it's because this Luda here is intercepting them, isn't it? Okay, I probably should have saved these missiles now I think about it, but we're going to do some half damage. That's not bad. Just means that we need to get him over here ASAP. More missiles coming out. I feel like we're able to do some good damage if we really wanted to their fleet. We just need to push it up and send a... Oh, I don't know why it didn't move there. We just send another, maybe a Type 21 in the back here so we can keep it occupied. Oh, missiles coming in. Just in time, Norris is coming in. Ooh, that was very close. We're right in the middle of a bunch of them over here now, which is a little scary. More missiles, that's another musket wave. Oh, we gotta knock those out. No! Oh, that was super close. Last musket wave, 1 down, 2 down. If they hit my Pohang, it's kind of like whatever, right? Okay, that was very lucky that Luda just totally missed its volley. We should have a Type 21 coming in off the flank over here. Our Lafayette is going to, I guess, just push up. We knocked one of their Ludas out. Actually, we knocked 2 of their Ludas out. It looks like the other one's gone too. The muskets are jokes. They're just easy to kill. So we can send these Lafayettes to just charge up now. We'll use the Pohang, and then we'll get the LCU to come repair these Champs Arise. We do need some more Lafayette, so we'll get another 2 to come in. And now we can just go absolute ham. I think we've done it. We have broken their attack. This musket is about to go up in flames. Should be any second now. I'm surprised it's still alive, actually. I mean, this Pohang is just going absolutely nuts on it. There we go. I think this thing has the same gun as the automatic, which is an anti-aircraft gun, by the way, which is awesome. I do really love the automatic in this game. We'll send 2 after him, and then we'll send 1 after this musket, just to get some damage. I think we can kill this Luda. Oh, actually, that's a waste of rockets. It might even... It died before the rockets hit it. Oh well, you know. It do be like that sometimes, I guess. We're doing fine, though. We're just annihilating their fleet. We could potentially call back some of these ships, but I feel like we don't even really have to. We can just keep on trucking. We did not knock out one of those muskets. It looks like we need to send more than just a single Hornet with missiles at it, but that's fine. 2 more Lafayettes incoming. They will be awesome at pushing the flank. We do some more. Oh, we lost a Pohang. It's fine. That might have been muskets or just Luda spam, actually. It's okay. We can destroy this Luda. They only... If we kill 3 more of their Ludas, we win, and then we are going to lose a Pohang and a Cham Sarai for, I think, a complete victory here. So I don't think they're going to be able to come back from this one, though we might want to pull back this Lafayette just for right now, considering it's pretty damaged. And losing a Lafayette right now would just be such a stupid thing to do. So we got more elite Lafayettes. That's like the 3rd or 4th one at this point. These muskets are almost toast whenever I get my Hornets reloaded. We just need to kind of be a little careful here, because they still have the capability of spamming these ships. My Lafayettes are definitely outclass them in almost every regard, but we don't want to overdo it. We don't want to just lose a bunch of ships for the hell of it. I think it makes more sense for me to be careful than to be overzealous. Now we're going to move it to very slow or bullet time just for a second, so I can call all of these planes in at the exact same time. So it'll be very hard for them to stop their missiles from hitting. I swear these guys used to have 4 missiles, but that might actually be the tram intruders. That might just be the tram intruder aircraft that have 4 missiles. But look, they dropped 6 missiles on 3 ships. Hopefully, oh, that's 1. That's 2. That's perfect. We got a Luda left, or Muna left. You can just send a Panther after that because it has no way of defending itself. There's no Sea Whiz or anything. So we can easily use the spam. Well, I say spam. We can easily use the helicopter to knock out that Muna, though it doesn't really matter. It has 80 accuracy and 80 stabilizer, which is insane. But we'll send him after it. It does look really cool. I like the look of this Panther really a lot, actually. Although, again, it has that weird sort of underwater sonar thing, which is kind of weird because there's obviously no submarines in this game. Can you imagine there were submarines in this game? My god. Be nuts, probably. So we have a Luda here and a Luda there. This one is damaged. It looks like it has... Okay, that's weird. It looks a lot more damaged than it actually is. LCU is repairing everything and everyone. That's awesome. I just realized that the Lafayette has Crotal rockets on board. These are insane anti-air missile rockets, as you can see. They work both to deal with planes and missiles, and they are, I believe they work against missiles too? Yeah, they do. And they are very, very good at dealing with those things. We could probably just push into this point, at least decap it, and then they would be in a lot of trouble anyway. This Muna is really trying to flee from our Panther, but our Panther is about to have it in... Let's just Q move. I guess it doesn't really matter. We can Q move anyway because it has the... is it Fire and Forget? Or no. That one's dead though. Well, the stabilizer means that it shouldn't miss any more than if I'm moving it, so I'm hoping... Can we just hit it, please? Missile. There goes one away. It's never gonna miss this second one, right? Okay, I was about to say, like, hey. So we lost a Pohang and an LCU. I'm saluting them right now because that was a heroic battle. We dealt with the LOC division with minimal casualties. Now, obviously, we can't fight Naval Sector Delta because they have no initiative to fight us, and it's also their turn. But we have no initiative to fight them. So now I think we have a lot of points. We're going to move some of these troops over here. I want to get these guys back. I did not want to move those guys there. They will just have to take an extra turn, I suppose. I totally forgot that I was going to actually replenish those guys. But it is what it is. You can't really do much about that. Special aviation, we'll probably move you with the helicopters. Although we kind of want them maybe separate from the other helicopters. We're going to get infantry. It's the Habayung, the Marines. They kind of want to maybe go with the... If I can send them with the K1s, that would be awesome. We want to get this K1 battle group, though. Where are they? Here. Where can we call them in? That would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We'll call them in Busan. Oh, wrong button. We'll call them in Busan. We have enough points now. We'll call them. We'll just push them up, and then we can use the this 2nd Armor Regiment on the left. We have the 15th Armor in the middle. We'll have the K1s on the right, and then or the K1A ones on the right, and then these K1s can go together with the Habayung, the Marines, and be sort of our main pushing force towards Pyongyang. Infantry Regiment, we do need some infantry on the right, because right now we just have AA over there. So maybe we'll send the infantry to Changyang and together with these toes, and then next turn we'll push them over 1 each, and then we have, I think, a good balance, because we have infantry here, we have infantry. The morale's really low on these guys, though. We have infantry here, especially good infantry, and then next turn we'll move over these infantry together with the K1As, and we'll have a good pushing force. We still have 49 points left. Now these Tram intruders, those are the ones I was thinking of. They carry 4 missiles. So maybe it's worth it, considering currently my other boyos are, well, clearly occupied. We might get these Night Riders. Oh, I keep clicking the wrong button. Because they have 16 missiles between them. It doesn't matter. If the enemy knocks out 75%, it still hits 4 missiles. That's a lot of AP power, and that's, you know, at a 75% kill rate of 16 missiles. Gives us still a lot of points left. I'm kind of in between what I want to do. I could start calling in... See, I kind of want to use these... I wonder if they come in on boats, because they have a naval tab. But I don't think these guys have any naval. But that's fine. Do they have naval? No, they don't. We can call in some good infantry with Legion, which have the Eriks. Rima with the Apelus, which is an awesome launcher. Milan F2s. And I guess these are... the Mephistos are actually really good too. This is a pure infantry unit, so we could send these along maybe on the flank. Or do we want to send them more right? I feel like we could send these on to the left here. This goes a lot of our points. That's fine. Next turn, we'll probably move the majority of them into North Korea. We have 14 points. I could consider... Okay, this anti-air company, though, is honestly one of the most good ones. And we probably want to use them to come in. And then these anti-air guys are going to go back. They're going to stick with the K1As. I guess they can split up and maybe go mid. So then these Krotal can stay. Actually, we'll probably stick them mid. And then next turn, I'll move them over. Okay, so this is going to be an end turn here, I think, because we've moved everything. I like these battles. This is nice. This is gonna, or I like these turns where you just get to do a lot of moving around things and kind of planning ahead what you want to do. Okay, so I'll move the entire fleet that I have here. So we can see the Kuznetsov, which has a large fleet with it. 4 Udaloys, 2 Sovramenis, 3 Tarantols, 3 Nanushkas. The Schmells are more of a joke, but this is a big boy fleet right here. Very big boy. I have to sneeze really bad. This is a big boy fleet. Like the MiGs and the helicopters are meh. The MiGs are scary because they have a lot of missiles, but they're not. They only have 2 of them. And then we have the 28th Surface Ship Division, which has a lot of MiGs. Pretty scary. Do they have bad anti-air missiles so we can deal with them? 4 Udaloys and a couple of Nanushkas. So I'm thinking, just for safety, we should not split our forces. I think we're going to go after the Kuznetsov first. I said that like Sean Connery. First. And then we'll push to Mike. And that'll give my land forces some time as well. It makes sense to not do a naval landing while there's a carrier in our back. Then we were going to move these guys here, because we want to move them into the Daejeon to heal them up. We were going to move them over, Krotal's over, And then we were going to move the K1s. Actually, we have to heal these up. We're going to move them north. Then we were going to keep the Frenchies here. The recon company here. Taking a look at all of my, well, R&R some of these just so they get higher cohesion. I don't think it really matters at this point. I've pretty much, these guys are all feeling pretty damn confident. But, you know, I guess it's never a bad thing to have your troops feel more confident than they were before. 72 points. Quite a few. I don't really think it's worth me refitting these units just because it's kind of a waste to refit them considering then I can't move. What is the battle here? 4 Jianghuis and we have 4 Congo, so that's GG. And then they have 12 Huyans. Okay, good Sea Whiz. Couple of missiles, but I don't think it's too nuts for us to push into the Yellow Sea with this fleet, as we will deal with Sector Delta. We'll deal with Bravo. We can actually see what's on Qingdao too. We have the 51st Attack Squadron, which comes with a couple of Li Ren, but it's literally a double couple of Mi-1s, a few helicopters. This is more of a joke. This is literally nothing. Then we have the multi-role squadron, which comes with quite a few planes, but I think we have the equivalent of good fighters that we can call in. Not these Crusaders, they are garbage that we get with the Frenchies, but we have a better, I think the British have good Sea Harriers. They're equal. I think maybe one of these has some good fighters too, so we can use those to deal with the multi-role squadron. The main thing here will be this infantry regiment, and this is what's scary. 70 Lu Zhuandi, or Lu Zhuandao, I can't pronounce that. 70 of them, these are like shock trained. I think they may be Marines. Oh, they are Marines. They get good launchers. They come in these ZBDs, which are, for all intents and purposes, BMP-1s with the 73 mil. The Tang Shashao and the missiles, they're good, decent AA missile, but it's really those Lu Zhuandi or Lu Zhuandao that are going to be really, really brutal. Having 70 to deal with of those and 70 BMPs. A couple of radar AA, but we can get seed, so that's not that bad. A few of these like prototype Marine ZTS tanks, but they're also kind of a joke. These WZ-50s, though, are an issue. They're going to have one Lu, one Zhuang Hu, and one Luda. I don't really know what the battle is going to look like, the battlefield. But if they have a naval tab call-in on the battlefield, they will be annoying to deal with. This will be a battle, and after this battle is over, we can start calling in all of our French and British Marine units, especially the 40th Commando are going to be good with a bunch of Royal Marines. The same goes for the French. We have another 30 Marines there, some Commando Marine, and I believe helicopters. So we have enough infantry to deal with theirs, and we'll have enough bombers too. I guess what we should do is take a look and see. We kind of want to save some points for the next turn because we want to spam some of our well, I guess not the next turn because we can't fight them right now, but the turn after we definitely want to spam some infantry and other units so we can invade Qingdao. But I guess we're going to have to fight Delta here soon, and I really want to buy some units, but I'm not sure which ones. I guess just to be sure, we could just call in these Japanese right now. I don't really have anything else to spend the points on. We'll assign them to Daejeon, and then when they are here, assign, boom, done. So they won't fly back home. And then I guess, what's the range to these guys? They have, it's this one, yeah. Ooh, okay, so we could fly them literally everywhere. Every single spot on this planet can be touched, well, within the map, right? Other than, I think Vladivostok might be not enterable by me. Shangjin is, but we can't get it. We're like one sector away from that. We could land in, I don't want to touch you. How do I, there you go. I just was so scared of clicking on anything. We could land in Kilju, and then jump over to Shangjin next turn, but that's a little cheeky, and also the second I do that, I think the Soviets will be really annoyed and scared. So what I'm thinking is next turn we'll do November, or we'll push into November, fight them in turn 10. Turn 11 we'll push into Mike if we can destroy them in one battle, which may or may not happen. And then we'll do a naval invasion of Tanshan, and then we'll land our Japanese paratroopers either in Taishan or in Janshan. A lot of these things end on, by the way, I just realized. That way we can sort of have them focus on 2 zones to defend. And in the meantime, we'll be getting some points, hopefully. If we can capture Tanshan, they'll be getting us some points. I think that might be the only one here other than Pyongyang and Sanshan, which are the naval sectors, which kind of makes sense. Qingdao will give us another, 15 points, though, which is awesome. I guess what we're going to do, we're going to have to jump in Delta. We'll capture Charlie as well. Actually, we could just be really cheeky, I think. Put this FOB unit in there, fly them back. Boom, done. We got an extra 3 points next turn. Naval Sector Delta, this battle will be relatively painless. They have 4 Zhuang-Hus, or I still don't know how to pronounce it. It's Zhuang-Hu. Sounds kind of like it would be appropriate. We have 4 Congos. We're not going to have enough points to spam all 4 at the very start, I believe. No, not at all. We can get 2 of them, though. That's honestly already pretty freaking awesome. So we'll get 2 of them here. One downside, I can't move my Congos because they are the only CVs I have. So we're going to have to keep them in... we're going to have to keep one in spawn. But that's okay because... Okay, well, we're getting 6 points a turn. Okay, maybe don't fire all your missiles. That seems like a real waste. How many does he get? 8. See, I feel like if we fired... If I got my Congos to both fire their missiles, oh my god, they just destroy any missiles coming in. What we'll do, it's a naval battle, we're going to sit here for a second otherwise, we're going to just speed up, we're going to get ourselves a 3rd Congo, and then we can honestly probably just easily destroy this Zhuang-Hu with the spam of 3 firing 4 missiles each, which is 320, which would be 960 damage coming towards them if 3 Congos fired their missiles all at the same time. I'm just going to have to get this... oh, it's 420. I thought it was 400. Really, the Russian ships are way more expensive. The Sovremenny and the Udaloy are, I think, 500 points. So, okay, Congo, you go here. Oh, look, there's a helicopter flying over. Oh, I really thought they were going to engage it. It's going to making them waste their rockets. We have so much more health than they do. What is the health on this? 250 versus 150? Okay. I suppose what we can do is sort of line them up in like a triangle formation. We will lose the access to the point for a second. That's fine. We're still gaining 3 points every couple of ticks, but that's whatever. They can start engaging their autobredas, which is not really something I really care for. What would be good, though, is if we all undid our... There we go. And now they should be able to engage their harpoon missiles. And they do fire a lot of them at the same time. If we can all target the same ship, this should be really good. They are going to be running low on missiles here soon. I don't know why they're not firing their harpoons right now. What's the range on them? It's 8,000. They should have more than enough range. They're aiming them now. Although I feel like my guns might be able to take one of these out before anything else. They're aiming them very slowly, though. You know what? We could honestly just Pirates of the Caribbean this and just do a drive-by. I don't know why they're not firing their damn harpoons. What about just turn your guns off? Will you finally do it? Oh, they have to rotate to their side or something? Oh, there we go. That's one. I don't know why you're not firing more. Go, fire more missiles. There we go. Now we're spamming. That should knock out those 2, I think, if we get one of them to explode. Oh, really? That guy's got not a lot of health left. Okay, let's switch back on your cannons, because obviously we need them. And the guy with the least amount of rockets, actually they both have almost no rockets left. We'll push him back in here while these 2 Congos push up. And then when he is pushed in there, we could probably just stop a little bit back. Just stop, get an LCU. Honestly, we're just going to push in here now. It doesn't really matter. I don't think it's going to ever stop me. The thing is, naval battles in this game really work like the naval battles do in Total War games, where you just spam. And I feel like it's kind of a wasted opportunity They could have probably made this way more interesting. We just destroyed them. They could have probably made this way more interesting, but they didn't. That sounds really stupid, but they never made it more interesting. It's just super like charge in and win. We could, if I wanted to be really cheeky, I feel like how many turns would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because it would take 2 initiative too. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 6, 7. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and then the 7th turn to actually battle. So I wouldn't be able to fight these ships until turn 15 or 16 even if I really wanted to bring these Congos around. So they're kind of stuck here. What we'll do next turn, we'll send them into Bravo. We'll hold off one more battle unless they attack me here, but I sort of doubt it. We'll use these Congos to push into Naval Sector Bravo. Then we'll destroy them with the Congos, which will just give us a huge edge. I should have maybe sent them over here because this is obviously a lot scarier, and they have 6 and another. They have 10 Udaloys and Sobramenis here, which is how many Congos do I have? Just one? One Congo. One Congo. Okay, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. We just gave ourselves a little bit of a harder battle over there, but I guess that just makes it more entertaining, right? What we're going to do, I think, is we are going to call the video here. I could consider maybe getting some fighters that are better. Right now, I don't have any land-based fighters besides my KF-5Es, and they are very mediocre. They don't even have long-range missiles. They have very short-range missiles. It's just that I need... Okay, there's Ponjays over here. What's over here? Anything crazy? Bunch of poo-poo AA... Okay, so we might just push into Anjin on the next turn when all my tanks and stuff have arrived. I mean, these tanks have to push up. They have to push in here to resupply, but I think this will be fine. We just need to get the infantry that I had somewhere. I had infantry over here. Is it these infantry? It's these ones. These ones I move over next turn, and then we have infantry, AA, and armor on the entire, I guess, what is this? Not flank, the entire front. But for now, we're going to call it here, and I would love to see you guys in the next one. Cheers!